T200 is up first with 3 shots in a row with 5-iron. Usually struggle to hit 5-iron, and it shows here as well, as some of the shots are a bit fat, just not very good strikes at all. The main issue is confidence, I believe, but it also has to do maybe with the grips, because these are regular grips and the T100s is coming with midsize. I really like the midsize and hope to update the T200s by the end of the month and retest this as well. Next here we're going to talk about the T100s. So these are going to be Project X LZ 5.5 stiff with mid-size grips. These were purchased used, and they, I believe, 2 degrees flat. They're a little bit less forgiving than the T200s, but they do offer excellent performance once you find the middle of the face. One of the things I found very surprising with how well I hit the T100s right off the bat. I mean, the 3 shots in a row, all shots I would gladly take, and as you can see, I'm finding the middle of the face. It's a little bit of a fade, but I'll take it. The dispersion left to right is excellent, as well as front to back. The ball speed is fantastic. I really want to be able to hit the T200s as well as this, but it seems to be a little bit of a struggle today in this test. So T200s, they're connected to Project X rifle shaft, 5.5 stiff with regular grips. The T200s are about 3 months old, and they come with a little bit different shaft right than T100s, and I'm having a little bit trouble hitting them during this testing, but look how good they look in the bag. They just look fantastic. There's some concerns about a little bit of a plastic feel in the back, but did not come across any issues with that. They look great, feel great. Back to shot number 4. As you can see here, not a great hit. It's 150 mile per hour ball speed, which is a little bit low. Smash factor's low, so here I got up to 128 miles per hour ball speed, but that's a pull, so this shot's gone. So hitting these T200s has been a struggle a little bit for me during this session, and I'm not sure why, but I'm definitely going to redo a little bit more detailed comparison between these 2 clubs, maybe 20 shots each with each club, and then maybe also do some other club data as well. But this is just a quick test. So going back to T100, overall the hitting in the middle of the face was a little bit better with this club, not this shot. This was 98 miles per hour, basically just deleted from the shot pattern. But the pattern is basically a little bit left of center with these clubs. I think it has to do with the mid-size grip that was present on these, and I mean, overall the carry is just a little bit further than T200, but keep in mind that the mishits do come with T100s, and they're much more punishing than the T200s. I'm expecting a little more help with the T200s, and here we get a good one with 180 carry, which is 125 miles per hour ball speed is what I expect to see. And again, this is another shot here. It's 112, so this is a little fat, just not as accurate, but kind of happy with at least the consistency of the shot shape that we're getting, right? Here's the final 3 shots with T100s. Again, this is one of the best shots. I mean, 186 carry, 200 yards, 5-iron. That's just, if we could do that every time, that would be great. But here's another shot with T100s, which is going 172 carry, which is a little further than the T200s. And just to wrap up the testing here, I think the last shot wasn't that great with T100, but overall I think they performed a little bit better as far as distance is concerned, right? We got 170 yards carry for T200, while that's a little bit 8 yards short of the carry of T100s, which was at 178. And the total distance again is also a little bit further than that, I think 10-yard difference. So the ball speeds, club head about the same speed. The ball speed itself is much better on the T100s, which is what I want, 122 ball speed carry. Now the dispersion here, we could see that the red circle of T200 is a little bit smaller, a little more condensed on the total distance, right? So that's the consistency of forgiveness, right? You don't have that punishment between the club face that you do with T100. Another thing to keep in mind is that distance is not everything. We have much higher spin rate on T200, probably where I would like it to be, and it's at 5200, where the T100 flights were maybe a little more consistent flight, but they were lower, right? The height is 79 feet versus 83 feet, and landing angle is a little bit less. So a little more rollout on T100s, but overall, again, this is a 20 handicapper comparing clubs that are probably a little bit better for me, a little too good for me, but I'll do additional testing once we get mid-size grips back on T200s.